Hi guys, and welcome to Meditation Monday. Today we're going to be doing an exercise called Seeing God in the Ordinary. I thought I would come outside for exercise today. It's a little chilly, but the sun is shining, and there's really no other place that I go that sort of reminds me more of how God can be found in ordinary things than being outside. And so before we get started with our exercise, I want to invite you to relax a little bit. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And now I invite you to inhale through your nose as deeply as you can, filling and expanding your chest with air and raising your shoulders. And now hold that breath until the count of 5. And then exhale again, relaxing your shoulders and your chest. And we'll do it again. Inhale now deeply, filling your chest with air, raising your shoulders, and hold that for the count of 5. And then exhale, relaxing your shoulders and your chest. And one more time, inhale deeply, distending your abdomen. Continue inhaling, filling your chest with air and lifting your shoulders. And hold that breath for the count of 5. And now exhale, relaxing your shoulders and your chest and your abdomen. This exercise, like I said, is called Seeing God in the Ordinary, and it actually comes from a woman whose name is Julian of Norwich. She was born in 1342 and lived to be very old. She was a hermit, and she had just these amazing theological insights and supernatural experiences. And she actually wrote all of them down in a book called Showings, and her most familiar passage, which you may know, says, "All shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well." And she meditated on these visions and experiences of God that she had for 20 years before she wrote them down in her book. And I picked out one of them, one of the readings to do with you this afternoon. So before you begin, it's important to find, and I'll keep instructions at the beginning of the video too, to find something ordinary that you have laying around. It could be a flower that you've found outside, one of those first signs of spring. It could be a stone, a leaf, a vase, seashells, whatever it is. Find something ordinary. I found a seashell. It sits in our kitchen window. One year at church, we did a remembrance of baptism, and I filled the font, the baptismal font, with shells and invited people to take one with them as a remembrance of their baptism into the week. And so I had brought one home too, and it sits in our windowsill right above our kitchen sink, so that every time we run water or wash dishes, it's sort of this moment of memory that triggers in my head about my own baptism, the baptisms I've seen and participated in, and it reminds me of how much I am beloved of God. So I saw this in the kitchen before I came outside, and I thought this would be perfect for me for doing this exercise. And so whatever object you find is fantastic, but this is what Julian says. She says, "God showed me something small, no bigger than a hazelnut, lying in the palm of my hand, as it seemed to me, and it was as round as a ball. I looked at it with the eye of my understanding and thought, what can this be? I was amazed that it could last, for I thought that because of its littleness, it would suddenly have fallen into nothing. And I was answered in my understanding. It lasts and always will, because God loves it. And thus everything has being through the love of God." In this little thing, I saw 3 properties. The first is that God made it. The second is that God loves it. The third is that God preserves it. But what did I see in it? It is that God is the creator and the protector and the lover. Now, holding your object in your hand, say to yourself, God made me. God loves me. God keeps me. For after all, if God can love and keep something so ordinary, God can surely love and keep you, who are so extraordinary. God made me. God loves me. God keeps me. Now, what I like to do is take my object with me. For a little while, I carried around a stone in my pocket that Silas had found in a walk, and just sort of put my hand in my pocket occasionally to remind myself that if God could love and make that, then God surely loved and made me. Maybe put your object somewhere where you can see it as a reminder throughout your day, especially in this time that feels so chaotic and uncertain, that God's love is forever. And that there is nothing, not even pandemics, that can keep us from God's love. And if God can love and keep and make all of this creation, then God can certainly make and love and keep you too. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see each other soon.